Over the past couple of months, I've been traveling. I've shown you a couple of cool places, but today I wanted to create a more in-depth / styling compendium lookbook of outfits. I'm finally realizing that there are people like me out there who travel in high fashion clothes. The so-called 1%, the airport weirdos.
That is some sort of Rick Owens production. Who are you wearing, sir? I gotta ask. I love your jacket.
And it seems like the internet is forgetting these groups of people, because when I search on YouTube or on Substack for high fashion travel wardrobe, there's basically nothing. So today we will be building outfits out of some really cool fashion collections, step by step, piece by piece, and maybe this will spark interest in you to dress up more fun when you travel.
Gotta move. Gotta get out. Gotta leave this place. Gotta find some place. Some other place. Some brand new place. Some place where each face that I see won't be staring back at me, telling me what to be and how to be it. Some place where I can just be me.
I get jealous when I see people on the socials doing like what I wore for 7 days or what I'm wearing for a week. I wear a uniform at work, and the only time that I get to have this dopamine kick of dressing up is when I travel. There's an article from Condé Nast entitled "Why We're Braver on Vacation." It explains that travel disrupts routine identity and lowers fear of judgment, making people more experimental and expressive. Unfamiliar settings give rise to unfamiliar versions of us. And that applies directly to fashion and personal style. So without sounding too pretentious or snob, I usually look or remember a particular art or a visual imagery or a movie scene, or sometimes all of it, you know, being jumbled together in one inspiration salad. After all, inspirations arise when it awakens senses. My brain reinterprets it, and the reinterpretation and the reimagination is the fun part. There are no right or wrong choices because art, as you know, is pure and personal. So now that you have all this mountain of inspirations and beautiful imageries and ideas, how do you contain this Pokemon outfits inside a 23-kilogram luggage? How do you contain a dinosaur in this plastic shell? So let's dissect this video into 3 parts. First are the wearable alternatives. Second is the hero outfits. And the third one is the execution or the process of layering. Wearability is personal. Your wearability is a cable knit jumper or a baggy selvage denim. My wearable is a dining table or a lampshade. We are not the same. These are my wearable alternatives. Wearable alternatives is a term we used back in 2011 when me and my best friend made a clothing line. Can you believe it? And this description still holds true to my values. My personal style is all about defying what is available, and that is the battle cry of most avant-garde designers right now. So my travel wardrobe wouldn't be possible without these core pieces. They change from time to time depending on the city that I go to or depending on the weather or the season. As you can see, these pieces are sitting between the familiar and the unfamiliar. They're mostly basic, but with added special feature or special design. Usually they have this soft, thin fabric that can be sandwiched underneath. And you're probably thinking, why wear all these semi-crazy pieces when it's just gonna be layered underneath? There's an unspoken satisfaction of wearing something that expresses you even if it's hidden underneath. It's like your hidden secret from the world, from the prying eyes, because not everything is for visual display, baby. It's like the lingerie effect, if I may call it. I love this one. This is from Rick Owens Lilies. Rick Owens Lilies are known to be super soft and ultra luxe on the skin. It's made from cashmere and some viscose or some stretchy material, I think rayon. And at the same time, it has this beautiful details. The drapes look like a spine, and together with the brutal zippers, it just deflects the femininity of the dress. One of the major pieces that I brought with me, this is from NEUTERLAB. This is made from mohair. And I love it so much. It has this worn-in feel when you wear it, creates different shadows on your outfit, creates textures. And although it's basically a simplistic jumper, there's something special about it. It's distressed, but it's not ravagely destroyed, that it would make you look unkempt. And I've used it a lot with textured outfits for a more minimalistic effect. And can I say that this is more interesting than, say, bringing an opaque sweater? You know, this is more visually arresting. This is another one. This is from Owens, and as you can see, it's super basic. But the beautiful thing about this is that you can wear it both ways. You can wear the zip in the front, or you can wear this in the front as well. So either way, I love the variety that it brings to my outfit. It also looks so damn good when you wear it on. Do not underestimate the simplicity of basic pieces with an extra added design. I will never let go of this piece. This is a simplistic, quote-unquote, tunic, but it has this Art Povera-ish detail, a mix of rayon and leather. So summer in the back, winter in the front, and it almost sits between couture and casual. And for bottoms, I have my two favorites. I usually bring skirts with me when I travel. These are skirts, mind you, but they don't look like skirts. They look like big diapers. Like, why would you wear this, Carl? Do you have an unhappy childhood or something? But I love this so much because it expresses what I want with basic pieces. I like basic pieces with deviated, distorted structures. And there's actually a scene from Poor Things. I don't know if you've watched it. She was like wearing this super bizarre outfit, but the bizarreness is so out of place that it made sense. The juxtaposition of being abnormal in a normal setting. Like, you may look weird, but you still belong to the puzzle. Like, you make up the piece of the puzzle. Not all of us wanted to be fashionably switched on all the time. A lot of people tend to avoid bringing clothes that attract too much attention, clothes that are too elevated, too high fashion, too cool. Wearing a hero piece is life-changing. So when something you wear to travel makes you happy, you will be happy, you will feel invincible no matter how stressful the travel is. Obviously, when you travel, you can only bring lesser clothes. Probably 1/8 of your closet. So it's like trying to bring your favorite child to Disneyland. The hero outfit or the hero piece is something that occupies 80% of your body. For my last few trips, my drug of choice are the sculptural pieces that you see around here. Also take note that cities influence clothing. I love, love, love matching outfits with the cities that I am in. Japan in general, or Tokyo, is a great incubator or a great playground to express. From experience, people tend to be more open and people don't really care if you're wearing something of a spectacle. I love this so much. It has, it looks really small, but when you wear it on, it gives a very, very brutalist profile. This one is another favorite of mine, very, very versatile, very, very wearable, perfect for the cold weather. I remember I was wearing like simple clothes, but when you put it on top of you, it changes the whole vibe. This may not look like a winter piece. Like, you get this biker facing, and on the back you have the drama of a wedding gown. Look, this is a skirt, right? But I wore it as a cape, and I just love how abstract and shapeless it is. And I just love how it molds your body depending on how you wear it. I think you've seen this from my past video. This is from Owens. I'm so happy I grabbed this with me last minute when I went to Japan. I was supposed to wear this for Paris Fashion Week, which didn't happen. You're gonna ask me how I packed this in my luggage. I don't know. I don't even know how I did it. The only colorful piece among the lot, this is an exception because it's so damn beautiful, sculptural. And also, I love things that have this hybridized Frankenstein details. Like you see, wait, it's so heavy. This one here is made of wool, and another wool here, and then you get the polyamide puffer. Another one is this one. This is a simplistic tunic. You have this severe neckline. It has this drapey detail here, almost like a crushed leather, reminding me of why I love Jan Chamberlain so much. Yeah, Rick Owens is my go-to designer when it comes to artistically expressive clothing. Like, no one can do it like Rick, my favorite. Again, a monster to pack in a 23-kilo luggage. But you know what? I did the right thing of including this in my travel. Like, who would have thought that this could be a travel outfit? I know it's not the most practical, it's not the most family friendly. So those are my hero pieces. Just very briefly though, I'm gonna walk you through my go-to shoes when I travel now. Now that I'm turning 40, I'm beginning to be super tired. You see, traveling isn't a walk in the park. You're literally going out of your safe zone, your comfort zone. You can literally die when you travel. So I usually bring boots with kind of like a sneaker profile. Although it's heavy at times, it's still workable. Another one is this one. This is one of my newest acquisition. Again, very impractical to bring to travel, and it was because, look, I already damaged it. But I love it so much. Like, it was so useful. It's very comfy, and it's because it's just like a tubular boots. It was able to seamlessly blend with a lot of my fits. And the last one is the Bogan. This one is one of my favorites. Can give you height. It's good for walking. It's very stable. During travel, you're going to be walking to a lot of stairs. You're going to be commuting. I don't know about you, but I commute when I travel, and I just love, experiencing the very vein of the city. The best way to really introduce yourself to the city that you're in is by commuting. There are clothes that are very selfish. Like, they don't want to share you with anything else. And for me, layerable pieces are the ones that are happy to collaborate with other pieces, with other clothes. We have this base, and we'll start with the skirt. I love skirts because they add dimension, flavor, texture to a flat, dark outfit. And since it's cold, we wanted to layer piece by piece. This is from Rick Owens. This may be a long sleeve, simplistic jacket, but do you see the shoulder details? Does it look simple to you? Does it look basic to you? I don't think so. I think that's how I wear it. I'm trying to remember things that I've been wearing. More is more, so another vest. See that line? It looks more space age. And I just love the shoulders. The shoulders make everything so structured. It makes you look like a Star Trek villain. But wait, there's more. I'm actually not satisfied with this. And I remember wearing this. Yeah, I remember during that time, the high collar was super popular. I'm really lucky that I have this brutalist jacket. And I've been telling this to people whenever they ask for styling advice. It's like, you can wear your tight leather jackets as inner. This is the final look. Brutalist shoulder, brutalist neckline. When you wear something structured, when you wear something architectural, everything will become strong, everything will become striking. Now that I'm older, I prefer bolder pieces. Probably as a way of celebrating myself now. Like, I've always tried to be small and invisible. When you grow up in the society that you've lived in, the environment that you grew up in is trying to erase you. you somehow adopt to it. But gradually, now that I'm older, I'm trying to embrace myself fully. So this is what I wore in LA. Very collapsed and drapey. That's the vibe. And this is the second layer. This is what I meant when I say that there are clothes that allow other pieces to shine through. Volume in the back, textures and volume in the front. Like, what more could you ask for? And to finish it all with an amazing topping. Isn't it so beautiful? Like, this looks like a boulder. Like, you have this blobs of details, but they all make sense and they all look so seamless together. There's no end, there's no beginning. It's just one whole big sculpture. And mind you, this is still wearable. It's not like I'm wearing a crazy, mega conceptual clothes. Like, I'm a literal walking art Povera sculpture here. Sculptural pieces are abstract, it's unfinished, and it's open for change. I mean, it's difficult, yes, but there is a high satisfaction of wearing difficult clothes and executing them properly. It's a similar feeling when you're solving a math problem and you know you're a math loser and you were able to find X, Y, Z. Starting with the base layer again. This warmer gloves makes a big difference. I'm gonna wear another fun piece, boner skirt. And I know it's a difficult outfit to walk around cities. I think this is how I wore it, if I'm not mistaken. So beautiful, beautiful outfit. So every angle has details. My partner Laurent was snapping photos of me while he was behind me and he was taking details. He was taking photos of the details at the back. And I was so surprised at how amazing these ones are. Like, there's no deficiency with details. This is the outfit I wore when we visited Tadao Ando. All the people who were there were like, oh my God, she is crazy for wearing this. And I also saw people snapping photos of me. Not that I love the attention. And to finish the outfit, chunky ankle boots. Very, very helpful for lots of walking. I was also thinking of the pagoda temples and kimono dresses ubiquitously displayed and worn in Kyoto, and these collage and salad of images become a byproduct of something personal. And the thing about high fashion outfits, you really have to like it. If not, you're gonna be uncomfortable, you're gonna be shy, you're gonna be embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed. The only thing I was embarrassed about when we were in a train. And for me, it's not about wanting attention from others, but more of a satisfying need to look and feel amazing. And if a jacket or a skirt can make you feel better, baby, then use it, weaponize it. Same inner skirt, not that it matters, but this is more of like an added layer. And this is the central attraction of this outfit. This is the tunic from Owens. And I think without the hat, it's gonna be way, way different. So the hat is like the punctuation mark of the outfit. Shoes would be this one. It's all coming together. I could have stopped here if I wanted to, but just to add another punctuation mark to the whole outfit is this amazing long line coat. Long line vest. Now this is my favorite layering. I wore this in Kyoto. The severe lines are the main attraction here. From the head, we already have a black fabric that polishes the whole look. I can almost compare the look to a Richard Serra architecture or a John Chamberlain, Stephen Perino art sculpture or whatever. This is just an amazing avant-garde piece to bring for winter. Like, it's trying to be a puffer jacket, a biker jacket, and a trench coat in one. I love that it's sculptural. Like, from the back, I look like a turtle and a sculpture. To finish the outfit, I'm gonna be wearing an equally structured pair of boots. Still so elegant and glam if you think about it, because the cape creates this restraint, and with that restraint you can go crazy on the middle. And I love that the shorts and the tunic look like they're very seamless together, and the puffiness of the coat kind of complements the puffiness of the boots. Bear with me for this one because I'm gonna attempt to wear this donut top because it's never consistent. Like, oh my goodness, this is one of the most difficult piece. Wait, is that how it works? Wait. Donut top is on, not the best. And I'm gonna wear the garland tunic. You can see there's an overload of textures here, which I love. Textures on top, textures on the side, textures at the back. I've worn this 3 times during the trip, and it just means one thing, that I really love it so much and I really enjoyed wearing this. Despite it looking monstrous and gargantuan, I feel so sexy. It's very feminine despite it looking like a hide of an animal. You can even put it down, like detach it from your shoulder, and voila, it becomes a skirt or like a waist sculpture thing that Michelle Lamy is known of doing. This garland tunic is very clever because it defies the clothing orthodox and rules of what a dress is, what a dress should be. When you see clothes as fabrics and possibilities, you are free of those shackles and you make styling more fun. And yes, I may look like a primal caveman. I love it so much. I don't know the inspiration behind Rick Owens, but I saw a sculpture by Jen Chamberlain. Again, it's very, very similar in terms of structure, shape, and essence. And knowing that you can wear art and fashion at the same time is very, very satisfying and fulfilling for me. These trips reminded me that building fits is not about owning more, but understanding your own closet, your own pieces, and yourself. Maybe personal style is just repetition, but with memory attached to it, right? I realized the pieces I ended up loving most weren't the newest ones or the trendiest ones. Rather, they were the ones that carried traces of memories of the places I visited. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.